Bernards Township Schools. There are 19 schools in Bernards Township. Who knew? Let's start with the public schools. The first one is Liberty Corner School. Located in the Liberty Corner section of Bernards Township, it was built in 1905 for a farming community. It is a nationally recognized landmark registered with the New Jersey Register of Historic Places. It is the oldest school in our district. There are about 500 students in grades K through 5. The recognition of its historic past and the celebration of its future keep Liberty Corner School staunchly committed to its mission as they face further challenge and changes as they strive to provide academic excellence along with social assurance as they nurture the emotional well-being of each student. Programs, initiatives, and a rigorous curricula are in place to promote critical thinking, flexibility of attitude, and cooperative skills in their students. This will instill a love of learning that will enable them to become assertive, determined individuals who contribute positively to society. Oak Street School. Dr. Horatio Gates Whitnall originally owned the property on which Oak Street School was built. The land was used for farming, and his home was what is now the Bank of America. He was one of the richest men in town in the late 1800s. He died in the early 1900s, and at the time, his daughter sold the property to Bernards Township Board of Education. Oak Street School cost $200,000 to build. The building was not completed on time and was finally opened November 23, 1939, the day before Thanksgiving. Then, more than 200 pupils gathered their books and knickknacks, put them in paper bags, and marched 2 by 2, led by their teachers, from the old South Maple Avenue School to the spacious, modern new brick school. The original building contained 9 classrooms, an auditorium with its lobby equipped with a built-in ticket booth, a cafeteria, manual arts shop, gym and locker room, home economics room, and a small office. At the school's dedication on November 21, 1939, the Neil Card American Legion Post presented the platform flag for the auditorium. There were about 500 interested parents and taxpayers present. Between the opening of the school in 1939 and 1969, school enrollment rose from 200 students to 450 students, with a faculty of 43. In the late 1980s, enrollment dropped down to 330 students in the now pre-K-5 school, but a new media center and classrooms were added. Throughout the 1990s, Oak Street experienced more growth both in building size and in student enrollment. Currently, there are over 600 students enrolled at Oak Street School. Cedar Hill School is a pre-K through 5 elementary school. The school was built in 1956 on property donated by the Lee family. Although a number of wealthy families owned the property previously, the 60 acres of property was donated to the Bernards Township Board of Education to build Ridge High School and Cedar Hill School. These buildings are within a 200-mile distance of each other, which provides a campus-like feel to the property. The Board of Education building site is located adjacent to Cedar Hill School and houses the district's central administrative offices, including the Office of the Superintendent. The ownership of the land on which Cedar Hill School is located has long succession of ownership. Originally, the property extended 100 acres and was owned by Samuel Owen, a pharmaceutical manufacturer and farmer. He built the elegant Tudor Manor House in 1912, which remains on the property and is currently the Bernards Township Municipal Building. The Owen family named the home Cedar Hill and their farm Cedar Hill Farm. Mount Prospect Elementary School. It has 594 students and is grades PK and kindergarten through 5th, with a student ratio of 9-1. According to state test scores, 84% of students are at least proficient in math and 85% in reading. William Annan Middle School has a very interesting history. It was named after William Annan, a colonial patriot who settled in Basking Ridge in 1722 and lived there until his death in 1794. John Johnston came to the United States in 1722 with his wife and 3 children. One of those children was his son, William. The family was seeking religious freedom and did not want to be found in the New World, so they adopted an alias in the name of Annan, which came out of Annandale, Scotland, their home place. Annan eventually became Annan because one day someone said Annan instead of Annan, and the family continued to be called Annan. He purchased 1,000 acres of land from William Penn, and that is where the family settled. The William Annan Middle School is built on a piece of what was originally part of those 1,000 acres. Annan was a patriot during the American Revolution. He lived on a parcel of land in the section of town that is now known as Liberty Corner. Unfortunately, in the 1920s, the original home fell into disarray, and all that remained were 2 stone walls from the original structure. The structure was torn down by a developer who purchased the property. However, he will erected 2 stone pillars at the entrance of the development called Canterbury Estates in honor of the Annan family. William Annan married when he was 34 years old. He had purchased 190 acres of his own from William Penn. In those days, the right to vote was granted only to property owners. In September 1999, new additions to the school opened, providing a new media center, computer and technology lab, gymnasium, health and weight rooms, science labs, extra cafeteria space, and faculty dining in several classrooms. Newly renovated choral music and orchestra practice rooms were opened also. In September 2007, a new wing of 8 classrooms was opened. Today, William Annan houses grades 6, 7, and 8 and uses an interdisciplinary team approach. In 1924, the Bernards Township Board of Education adopted its first plan for a high school building. At this time, Bernardsville was part of Bernards Township. When Bernardsville separated from Bernards Township, the schools still remained one system until 1947, when the original high school became the property of Bernardsville. From 1948, however, Bernards Township students continued attending Bernardsville High School as tuition students. It was about this time that the school boards of 9 or 10 communities in the Somerset Hills area met to address the impending secondary school problem. They envisioned a cooperative regional school. Nothing, however, was done until 1956, when Bernards Township created its first junior high, Oak Street Junior High. By April 1959, Bernards Township, Bernardsville, Bedminster, Peapack Gladstone, and Far Hills tried passing 2 referendums, neither of which would have provided for a small regional school. At this point, the Bernards Township Board of Education lost no time in preparing a proposal to build and operate its own high school. On October 6, 1959, the voters of Bernards Township endorsed this idea with enthusiasm and approved a referendum called for a bond issue of $1,532,000 to build and equip a high school. The vote was 918 for and 247 against. Contracts for the new high school were let out in May of 1960. Plans called for the completion of the building by July of 1961. Ridge High School, its associated athletic fields, and the Cedar Hill School were built on approximately 60 acres of land donated to the Bernards Township Board of Education by the Lee family. Ridge opened in September 1961 with a student population of 492 students in grades 9 through 12. The rising seniors were brought back from Bernardsville High School to become the first graduating class of the new high school. The rising grades 9, 10, and 11 came from Oak Street Junior High. The original building provided 23 classrooms, a 2-station gymnasium, and administrative and guidance offices. The building was built with a maximum capacity of 670 students, and by 1964 the enrollment grew to 640. A new referendum was approved for the addition of 9 standard classrooms, 5 special area classrooms, and another gym station. Existing modifications were also made in 2 science labs, the home economics room, typing room, and the guidance office. The new addition, completed in 1966, would allow Ridge to grow to 1,100. Ridge did grow, and so did the other township schools. Ridge from 1492 in 1961 to 925 in 1969. The district enrollment from 1694 in 1961 to 3,700 in 1969. Ridge became a senior high school, grades 10, 11, and 12. When Annan opened as a junior high school in 1969, after another addition was completed in 1982, it returned to a full 4-year institution, and Annan became a middle school. In addition to Ridge High School, during the 1990s, included an entirely new wing. Inside the modern, low-slung building, students are still researching in the library, practicing cheers in the hallway, talking to teachers, playing intramurals in the gym, groaning about tests, holding conferences with their counselors, exchanging help on homework, chatting with friends, attending club activities, playing sports, and discussing important school problems. The building and its occupants constitute more than an institution. They are a national society in miniature, a society that is so young that its frontiers continue to challenge its people's traditions, are being practiced, and reinforced new customs are being formed there as an ever-present current of vitality and importance underlining this community life. Preschools in Bernards Township. Let's talk about the first one, Treehouse. At the Treehouse, they believe strongly that children learn best through play-based experiences. By implementing the creative curriculum, they have provided teachers with basic guidelines to ensure they are meeting the social, emotional, cognitive, and developmental needs of all their students. The most important goals of the creative curriculum are for the children to get along well with others and become enthusiastic learners. They want children to become independent, self-confident, curious learners who can work well with others. They're teaching them how to learn, not just in preschool, but also throughout their lives. They do this by creating purposeful and productive play experience that help children grow in all areas. If your child is having fun, playing, and becoming curious about the world around them, then Treehouse teachers are doing their job. Little Lambs. Little Lambs recognize that each child is an individual. They have designed their own curriculum with a wide range of activities to meet the children's need in a creative, caring, fun, and faith-filled environment. Classes offer age-appropriate learning experiences which center around our love for children. They encourage and support the development of each child to his or her fullest potential intellectually, emotionally, socially, physically, and spiritually. The Children's Corner is a non-profit learning center and a ministry of the Liberty Corner Presbyterian Church. They are committed to providing high-quality, loving care that meets the spiritual, cognitive, social, emotional, and physical needs of a child. Their dedicated staff strive to ensure your child feels nurtured and secure while away from home. Their school is licensed by the Department of Children and Families Office of Licensing. Each classroom maintains a child-to-teacher ratio that exceeds state requirements. The preschool experience is the first step in a long education process. Their curriculum and enrichment programs during the school year foster pre-academic readiness in a nurturing environment. The Children's Corner offers co-ed programs for infants through age 5, as well as before and after care programs for children K through 5 during the school year. Their beautiful church campus includes a library, learning center, science lab, music room, enclosed age-appropriate playgrounds, and a full-size indoor temperature-regulated gymnasium. They are proud of the abundance of enrichment opportunities their campus facilities facilitates, which enable a comprehensive learning experience. Their peanut-free, allergy-friendly school is well-equipped and up-to-date. Advanced security measures are in place and strictly followed to ensure your child's safety. Sunshine Preschool and Infant Care offers parents an affordable opportunity to give their child an academically enriching experience in a family-centered environment. Their 14,000 square foot building, located on private Park Lake property in Basking Ridge, offers spacious and bright classrooms, a full gymnasium, an imagination room, an art room, and a room for weekly specials. They offer programs for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. Their half-day, full-day, and aftercare programs are available year-round to provide flexible options for their families. They also offer a summer day camp program for preschoolers. A strong foundation is the key to success and begins here at Tiny Turtle Academy. They believe that everything they expose their students to impacts their world. The curriculum designed for each level focuses on the needs of the world. The curriculum designed for each level focuses on the needs of the students, not just monetarily, but throughout their early education years, while exposing their students to a wide variety of learning. Their masterful materials focus on growth. The learning experience. For many of their children, the first day at the learning experience is their first experience with infant daycare, early childhood education, and structured learning. They want the children to feel inspired and at home from their very start. That's why they rely on innovative design to make the Learning Experience Center so vibrant and joyful. Inside and out, the details of our childhood education and daycare centers were deliberately picked for the purpose of keeping your children healthy, safe, and happy, and giving them the best experience possible. Those details include rounded corners and wrapped columns in their hallways and classrooms, as well as security cameras and key fob access. You'll see right in the middle of each learning experience, our Make-Believe Boulevard is scaled-down replica of Main Street. It enhances the early childhood education experience by taking an adult-themed world and shrinking it to preschool size, helping all children make sense of the world around them. The Zimmer School. Zimmer School and Arts and Nature Camp provide year-round education and care for children 6 weeks through first grade in Basking Ridge, from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Their school sits on 7.5 acres with the Passaic River as its rear property. Their mission is to create an emotionally safe learning environment where children feel safe and empowered to explore ideas, skills, and an understanding of self, and to inspire these children with a sense of responsibility towards others and towards making an impact on their world. Their school is known for honoring and encouraging each child's inner, unique voice. Come see for yourself. Mendham Country Day School. A kindergarten through 8th grade school provides its students with an educational environment that is both focused and exciting. A supportive and positive learning environment allows each student to reach his or her full potential through differentiated instruction that is catered to each child. Providing students who are enthusiastic about learning, motivated, and creative with a solid foundation helps them grow and mature into intelligent, confident, compassionate, and inquisitive young adults. Their students are prepared to think critically and creatively, to question and analyze, to communicate effectively, to embrace the joy of lifelong learning, and to meet the demands and challenges of all future education, both academically and socially. Montessori at its best. The Albrook School is located in Basking Ridge. It's educating students from toddler through 6th grade. As a private, nonprofit, Montessori School is fully accredited by the American Montessori Society and Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools and is staffed by certified Montessori teachers. The Montessori philosophy of teaching the whole child has instilled a love of learning for over 35 years. The focus is to develop the whole child intellectually, socially, emotionally, and physically. Each classroom is a mixed age community of learners who problem solve both individually and collaboratively and discover concepts with Montessori materials and research. The teachers facilitate and direct each child as the children explore and experience concrete materials and truly absorb concepts across the curriculum. The children learn at their own pace as the teacher guides them with individual, small and large group lessons. Each child is challenged to be innovative, globally aware, and technologically capable. These individualized approach to education develops respect, responsibility, and independence. Upon graduation, Albrook students go on to many of the finest private and public schools. The facilities feature fully equipped Montessori classrooms, 2 heated in-ground pools, and extensive playgrounds nestled on 6.5 acres. They offer expanded care for the Albrook parents who wish their child in a mixed-age environment for a longer school day. In addition, the Stepping Stones Plus program offers extended hours for the toddler-age child when school is open. An 8-week summer camp is offered with an option of 1 week or all 8 weeks. St. James School is a private Catholic coeducational institution of learning, fully accredited by the Cognia and Services students 2.5 years through 8th grade. It is a vital, important ministry of the Church of St. James and is administered and run by a dedicated team of faculty and staff members. St. James School is part of the Metuchen Diocesan educational system and is subject to and bound by the general policies of the Diocese of Metuchen. Located in Basking Ridge, their school works closely with the administration of Bernards Township school system and observes the regulations of the New Jersey Department of Education. From its modest beginnings in 1965 with 88 first, second, and third grades taught in the old Lee Mansion carriage house, St. James School has progressively grown and currently houses 210 students in pre-kindergarten through 8th grades. The present building was completed in the 1968-1969 school year. In 1990, a gymnasium with 2 extra classrooms was built onto the existing school building, and in 2013, the building was renovated to provide a more secure front entrance and administrative offices located on the first floor. In 2017, the school began a phased renovation program to update the gymnasium floor to hardwood, renovate and update the school's science center, upgrade all the lighting to energy-efficient LED lights, and renovate all the bathrooms. St. James School currently has a faculty of 20 full-time teachers, a guidance counselor, 6 part-time special teachers, 5 aides, and an academic support instructor. Our full-time teachers hold New Jersey teaching certificates or equivalent from another state. Several possess advanced degrees, and all of our teachers pursue professional development opportunities for both academic and spiritual growth. Full-time nursing services are available for all students. Our students can purchase a varied lunch menu each day, which is prepared by their own in-house food program coordinated, and after-school care program is available, which runs until 6 p.m. The mission of St. James School is to develop Christ-centered academic excellence in all of their students, and the entire St. James community shares in this mission. St. James School is blessed with an active and supportive homeschool association that works closely with the school administration to organize events and raise funds. Lord Sterling. Main Street Mainstream education may not work for every student. Some students, because of a learning or emotional disability, require a different learning environment, a place where they may receive individualized instruction, specialized classes, and innovative programs geared to their special needs. For those students, there is Lord Sterling School. Since 1965, Lord Sterling has successfully helped students redirect their lives towards positive goals, achieve more, and grow personally. Located on 11 acres in Basking Ridge, Lord Sterling is a small, private, non-profit day school for pre-adolescents and adolescents ages 12 through 21 who have not succeeded in a mainstream education. Students who enroll in the Lord Sterling are typically experiencing conflict in their interaction with the world, emotionally, behaviorally, and academically. Their highly supervised programs focus on accountability, helping students to become responsible participants in their education and within their families and communities. Lord Sterling provides a supportive, therapeutic environment that builds self-esteem and self-confidence, placing special emphasis on intensive one-on-one psychological counseling. Lord Sterling School is on the cutting edge of brain-based education, taking a holistic approach that includes the differentiated instruction and outcome-based measures to develop an appropriate, effective, individualized program for each student. The human brain has a remarkable capacity to change, but time is crucial for optimum improvement in the learning process. Their brain-based education model facilitates more focused academic intervention and behavioral treatment for their at-risk students with multiple learning and behavioral challenges. Brae School. In 100 years, they have transformed the lives of 10,000 boys and families. And by the end of 2020, their goal was to change the lives of 2,000 more boys and families in crisis. Brae takes youth from crisis to success by providing the most comprehensive care for at-risk New Jersey boys and their families. This extraordinary school and therapeutic residential community serves boys ages 8 to 21. A fully accredited and nationally recognized residential treatment center, Brae provides a safe place for boys to heal, to learn, and to grow. Nearly all boys who come to Brae have suffered abuse, trauma, or neglect. Many have significant addictions, mental health, learning, and behavioral challenges. Treatment begins with forming positive relationships between traumatized children and caring with a knowledgeable staff. The Pingree School is a coeducational, independent, college preparatory country day school in New Jersey, with a lower school, kindergarten through 5th campus in Short Hills, neighborhood of Millburn, and a middle school 6 to 8, and an upper school 9 to 12, which campus is located in Basking Ridge. The school was founded in 1861 by John F. Pingree. The school has been accredited by the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Secondary Schools since 1998 and is considered one of the most prestigious in the state and country. It was founded in 1861. Enrollment is 1,027 students. It is a private school, and with all 3 campuses, Pingree comprises kindergarten through 12.